This training will demonstrate how to sell a new agreement in the front desk area of Compete. We will sell a new agreement when a member is either brand new and has never had a previous agreement, the member has been a previous member but does not currently have an existing agreement, or when a member would like to add on an additional agreement. We will now watch a short real-time video of the process. Let's get started. To begin, click on the Agreements module located at the top of the screen. To avoid duplication, we will always want to search agreements to make sure the member is not already in the database. Click on the Search Agreements button. Search for the member using last name, first name. If the new member is either not listed, does not have a current active agreement, or is not looking to replace an existing agreement, we know that New Agreement is the right option. Click on the Cancel button. Now let's click on the New Agreement button located to the left. In the New Agreement window, we can search for an existing member or click Add Member if we know that the member is not in the database. Once you click the Add Member button, you will be prompted to populate all the fields that are marked with an asterisk. For our example, we will use a pre-existing member. If you're using a pre-existing member, scan the member's key tag or locate using last name, first name. Once you've confirmed all the information is correct for the member, we will want to add the billing control. Click on the Responsibility tab. In the Responsibility tab, we can click the button next to Bill to Self that says New. This will allow us to add a new form of payment. To add a draft form of payment, click on the Bank Route button and either add a new bank or identify the bank and click Select. Enter in the bank account number and then click the Save button. For our example, we'll also look at how to add a credit card. Change the drop-down from Draft to Credit Card. If the member is using a credit card, you can click the Swipe button if you have a credit card swiper. Otherwise, enter in the member's credit card number and expiration date. Indicate if the card is a Visa or MasterCard, and then indicate if you'd like to use the same address for billing as we put in for the member's information. Once completed, click Save. We also see that we have the option to bill to another member if needed, indicate if the member or the party paying for the dues is an organization, and what percentage and maximum of dues they'll be responsible for. We are always required to add a house account form of payment even if the member does not choose to use one. Utilize the drop-down to add the same form of payment you previously added or the New button to create a new one. Once ready, we'll click on the Search Plans button to identify the plan the member will be signing up for. Click on the Search Plans button. In the plan description field, you can write an identifying keyword to limit your search options. Once you've identified the keyword, click the Search button. In this case, we see we'll be selling our standard monthly agreement plan. Once we're sure it's the right plan, click the OK button. The right-hand area will populate with all of the agreement information you've configured from the back office. In this case, we see that there's an enrollment fee that is optional and has the ability to be removed. We also see the prorated membership dues as well as the recurring amounts. The Fee tab at the top shows that there's also an annual fee that will be assessed 90 days from the signing date. If we'd like to remove an optional fee, check the box and then click Remove. If we've made an error, we can also add the service back by clicking the Add Service button. Check the box next to Enrollment Fee and click OK. We now see that the enrollment fee has returned to the billing area. If we'd like to add optional services, click the Add Service button, and here we see that there are locker dues that are an optional service. Let's add that as well. If we would like to add additional family members, we can also do that here by clicking Add Family Member. Here we see all accounts that are currently associated with this member's profile. If the family member we're looking for is listed, we can check the box. If we need to add additional family members, click on the Add Family Member button. We can either populate the fields as needed or click Search to locate another member profile. Once we have all the parties identified, if needed, we can also set up nursery access. Click on the Nursery Access button. In this screen, we will identify the role for each member and the relationship. Here we can see we have 2 guardians or parents and 1 child. Update is needed and click the OK button. Click on the OK button. Now we will see that the additional family members have been added and each is showing the correct dues as well as enrollment fees. If computers are shared in the facility, we can use the Update button and change who the salesperson is for this agreement if necessary. Confirm all agreement dates are accurate, and when ready, click the Pay Now button. In the Point of Sale screen, indicate if you would like to email or print a receipt or both, and then click on the form of payment the member will be using. Identify how much the member will be paying, and click the OK button. Reconcile any change due if applicable, and then click the OK button. If you're using electronic e-agreements, you may need to collect signatures with your signature capture pad. Otherwise, indicate if you've collected signatures manually, and then click the OK button. The screen will clear, and this member is now active in the database and ready to use the facility.